13 after 11 o'clock, 22 degrees downtown. Well, that kind of blew my prediction of 18 out of the water. I knew it wasn't going to be 16. Barbara wins again, of course, my co-host in the breakfast show. And, well, I must be doing something wrong. I've got it wrong for a week, got it wrong again this week. It's starting to look a bit shady for me, so I'm going to have to clean my act up. In fact, I need a clean slate. Having said that, we're going to be joined very, very shortly by Hailey Benedict coming out of Alberta, Canada. You're going to love her. Here she is with Clean Slate right here at Galaxy. So we still have a couple of minutes, Hailey, and sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is so cool. I love this.
Nice, nice. Now, we will give you a copy of everything we do. We'll take some photos afterwards. Hang in there after the interview. And believe me, we take some funny ones as well. The stuff, you know, you can put on your cell phone, show your friends. Kiwis don't do it. It's not healthy. You know what I mean? We'll transpose the Facebook Live that we're doing right now to YouTube. We'll give you a copy of that as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
We'll throw a couple of curly questions from the listeners at you. Okay. And believe me, I know already that there's a couple of curly questions there, my friend. So, with tongue in cheek, we will certainly get through this, okay?
Awesome. I'm so excited.
At the same time, you can give me a bit of stick, my friend. You can be as cheeky to me as you absolutely like. I'm a big boy. I love it. I really, really do. You know, Canadians are too polite. I'm still waiting for somebody to really stick it to me. So if you're up for the challenge, you go right ahead.
Okay.
And are we live right now, Barbara? Yes, we are live right now. Awesome. I'll let you know too, Hailey, we're just over 5 million listeners right now.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's not a bad listenership, I tell you. For you guys that are joining us live on Facebook right now, thank you so much. I am so honoured to be able to bring you today Hailey Benedict coming out of Alberta, Canada, and believe me, absolute darling. She really, really is. And I think she is the female future for country music coming out of Alberta, Canada. I really do. Keep an eye on this young girl. She's going to go places. And Galaxy, well, we're here first. You know us. Tomorrow's music today, right here at Galaxy, with Hailey Benedict. Hailey, it is really an absolute pleasure to have you on board. We will go live in about a minute and a half. And I will let you know straight away, 5,635,000 online right now.
Oh my goodness, that's insane. That's so cool.
It's a buzz, isn't it?
That's so crazy.
It's people like you who tell their friends, and well, what do you know? They start listening to us, which is, you know, really nice. It's good to have everybody along. I mean it. I do. I really do. Let's go to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 18 after 11 o'clock, 20 degrees, not bad actually, weird for winter. It is, we're smack in the middle of winter right now, and 20 degrees Celsius, unusual, unheard of actually, and still pretty much in a drought. It is Monday, coming into a new working week, June the 8th, and I'm joined, absolutely honoured to be joined, by Hailey Benedict, coming out of Alberta, Canada. Hello, Hailey.
Hi.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having me on your show today.
Well, I tell you what, Hailey, I get the impression you've been singing for quite some time now. How long have you been throwing a few warbles at the microphone?
Well, I guess I started singing since I was around 6, and then I started actually performing after I was like 9, I'd say. So yeah, quite a while now.
Okay, so you're an old hat at it. And what, you must be about 18 now?
Yes, I'm 18. I just turned 18 like 2 weeks ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, my spies tell me everything. They really, really do. And I'm pleased they got that right, actually. Very well done. Now, Hailey, I've got award after award after, nomination after nomination, literally. But the one that grabs me, Global Woman of Vision. Now, this, I love this. I really, really do, because we here at Galaxy think that you are going to be the Canadian future of female country music.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you.
No, well, we absolutely love your work. And I'm not just talking for myself, literally, as an engineer and a DJ and stuff like that, but everybody here in the office absolutely enjoys your music here at Galaxy, and we get a lot of requests for the 3 songs that we do have. Now, I got to say to you, it's kind of crazy, I know this, but are we looking at more original music coming out in the near future, seeing that you've been writing a bit through the COVID virus stuff?
Yes, yeah, I've been writing a lot, and a little birdie told me that something might be coming out sometime this month, so I got some stuff on my sleeve, and hopefully a lot more songs coming out on YouTube as well, and yeah, I'm really excited to put them out and release some new stuff.
Well, you've got me excited. Now, I love those little birdies, don't you? I really love those. Now, having said that, we opened up with Clean Slate. Now, you were a little younger back in the day when you did that.
Yes.
Tell me all about it. Where did the lyrics come from?
So funny story. So I was, I think, 14 when I wrote the song, and I actually wrote it in the middle of social studies or history class. And I don't know why, but sometimes lyrics just kind of pop into my head, and the melody kind of came together, and it's just about, wanting to always just have a relationship. It was kind of sad how a relationship ended, and wanting it to be better and just to start new. And so I don't know where it kind of came from. Sometimes these ideas just kind of pop into my head, and then, that's kind of how the song came to be, and I was really fortunate to be able to record it and put it out, and yeah.
Well, Hailey, believe me, I have spent my life around absolutely talented artists, and they've all said the same thing to me. I wrote it in 5 minutes on a McDonald's napkin or something as simple as that has, well, quite frankly, turns out to be the best song ever. You know what I mean? For that particular artist. And I have the feeling what a really, really fascinating entry-level song is Clean Slate. It really, really is. I absolutely applaud you on that. But I want to talk about Crazy very, very shortly. First of all, I'm going to ask you a fan question. Now, Hailey, how do we get in touch with you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Hailey, do you respond?
Yes, I always respond. I'm on all the social medias. That's one of my favorite things is to do is interact with people. And so if there's anyone listening right now, you can find me at Hailey Benedict or at That's Me, Hailey B, or www.haileybenedictmusic.com. It's got all my social medias, but I'm on there all the time. And yeah, that's part of the fun of getting to be an artist is to interact with the fans and to share your music too. So yeah.
You shouldn't have said that, Hailey. You're going to get another 5,000 Facebook fans now. You'll be there all day texting people. You'll never get enough work done now. Feel sorry for you, but I'm not going to apologise, okay? Now, at the same time, Hailey, I did get the .com there, but do you have a merch store on your website?
I don't right now. I'm planning to get some up. Normally I just have my merch at my live shows, but but I want to get it up on my website. I'm also a tree pick artist, so it's a company here in Alberta. They make, I should probably have one here, yeah. They're like guitar picks that are made from trees, and so for every one that they sell, they plant a new tree. And they have special Hailey Benedict artist ones on their tree pick website. So that's up there, and you can buy those on the treepicks.com.
Well, I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of merch later on through this. And believe me, only 3 songs that we have for you, so it's not going to be too far away. But believe me, I'm really crazy. I'm really crazy about crazy. Tell me all about it.
Thank you. Yeah, I wrote Crazy like 2 years ago. Again, it was kind of one of those songs, like, I don't know why, but yeah, sometimes just lyrics and melodies just come really easy. They kind of just pop into my head, and this one was just about, you know, just that infatuation that you kind of get when you're first in love with someone and just getting caught up in those feelings. So it's really just like a fun summer kind of song, and I released it 2 years ago now, and it's definitely one of my favorites. That's one of my friends, they always, like, if we're in the car together, they like playing that one too, so yeah.
Well, I can relate to the car deal. I really, really can, as I explained to you earlier on. I absolutely love it. In fact, it is on my playlist in my car as we speak. So,
oh, that's awesome.
I make sure I hear it at least once or twice a day, to be very honest with you. So, right here, live with Hailey Benedict coming out of Alberta, Canada. You're a Galaxy with Crazy.
You got those eyes, those pretty blue eyes. They pull me in and out like an ocean. You got that.
How you feeling, Hailey?
It's awesome. It's so cool.
Nice. Well, I got to let you know, this is one of your most requested songs. In fact, it is the most requested song that we have for the breakfast show. We can't do one without playing it.
That's so awesome.
And literally, the receptionist, well, she's getting upset because she has to write it down a lot.
That's great to hear. That's like so cool to hear that my music's like being played, you know, all the way in New Zealand and all around the world right now too, and that people are enjoying it. And yeah, thank you for giving it a platform to be able to play on and stuff. I really appreciate it.
It is absolutely our honour to be able to play your music. It really, really is. And I'm going to give a shout out to Cherie Schofield as well in this next bit, because without her, believe me, she has put us in touch with somebody so talented, and we do want to be able to follow you through your career. If you don't mind an old stalker like us following behind.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's awesome. And yeah, Cheryl, it's so nice that she connected us. I'm so glad.
Exactly. And well, we'll give Cheryl a shout out very, very shortly. But at the same time, Hailey, I'm also going to talk to you about maybe considering coming down under to New Zealand to play in front of New Zealand audiences. Would you consider that?
Of course, I would love to. I always wanted to go down there, and like, again, I love performing, and if there's any way that I could ever go down there and perform, I mean, it'd be amazing. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's go back to the desk and we'll have a talk about it.
Southern Halo.
Cool, yes.
What about Southern Halo?
I reckon.
They're all young.
I reckon.
Same age.
Yep.
The youngest one is. When you look away, I can't stay away. You got me feeling crazy. You're like a drug. You got me feeling crazy. You look away, I can't stay away. You got me feeling so crazy. You're too much. You're like a drug. You got me feeling crazy, baby.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 28 after 11 o'clock, 21 degrees, unseasonably warm for the winter time here in New Zealand. And well, little Jack Frost did hit this morning, didn't quite make 0, but we got to 1. 1 degree. It was cool this morning. Thank goodness I started around about midnight, so that didn't affect me at all. I had air conditioning, you know, the Kiwi air conditioning. That's the one where you close the window when it's cold. Yeah, that's us. And I'm joined live, and I'm absolutely elated to be able to be joined by Hailey Benedict, coming out of Alberta, Canada. Got to give a big shout out too to Cheryl Schofield, who put us in touch with this rising star. I think you're going to go a long way, Hailey. I really, really do. And we just played Crazy, which is literally the most requested Hailey Benedict song that we have for the breakfast show. Everybody wants to hear it. They really, really do. I think you've got a connection with our audience.
Awesome. Yeah, I love to be able to, like I was saying before, it's so cool to hear that people are listening to my music all around the world and that they're really enjoying it as well. It's so awesome to hear, and I'm glad people are listening to it.
Well, I tell you what, I've been told 62 countries, 94 cities around the world right now are joined in, including Uganda. They've just joined us very, very recently. And Zimbabwe as well has joined us this morning. Nice to have these countries around the world listening to Hailey Benedict, and somebody that we choose to think is going to go a long way in the music industry. You're going to need to get behind Hailey. You really, really are. Now, Hailey, I touched on the idea of maybe considering coming to New Zealand and playing for New Zealand audiences on New Zealand stages. Now, I would be very, very honoured to be able to show you around New Zealand. Would you consider that?
Of course, I would love to be able to go down there and perform, and I mean, yeah, the weather down there sounds beautiful, everything. So I would love to. That would be amazing.
Don't be fooled. Believe me, there's some really nasty parts of New Zealand that has some really, really nasty weather. Believe me. And I was brought up on the west coast of the South Island. Now check this out: 3 islands. The very, very small one down the bottom is called Stewart Island. Then whoever named New Zealand after that ran out of names. We got South and North. You know, very, very original, right? Yeah. We couldn't have retro names or anything like that. No, we had to have South and North. Yeah, well, we're in the North Island right now, but I was literally brought up in the South Island, down the west coast of the South Island, where it seems to be always raining. Okay? And wherever I went around New Zealand, people used to ask me, you know, do you have webbed feet? True, they used to. They really did. You know, no, I'm not a duck. I'm not, really. I promise. But, you know, no, I don't have webbed feet either. I know it's wet. I know it's wet. But come on. That's crazy. Having said that, Hailey, we are a little crazy here in New Zealand. And not only working here at Galaxy, you've got to be nuts to work here. Well, you know, maybe a little crazy. It certainly helps. But in New Zealand, we do some very, very crazy things. Literally. Are you up for a challenge?
Of course, yes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Righto. Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
Hoo-hoo grub?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, I haven't.
Okay, now let me spell it for you. H-U-H-U grub.
Okay, yeah, no, I haven't.
Okay, you're familiar with a caterpillar, right?
Of a cat?
A caterpillar?
Oh, caterpillar, yes.
Okay, well, this is a caterpillar on steroids. It's like a double-decker bus to a mini. It's huge, it's big, it's white. It's also something the indigenous folks of New Zealand still eat today. So what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head. Don't eat the head. But when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's interesting. As I said, I'll give you copies of everything. We'll send you the instructional videos of what we do here, what we talk about, literally, so that you know I'm not pulling your leg. We actually do this. Well, you know, you're a bit young, but we'll still have a few, you know, before, during and after. You've heard of the white worm deal, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the tequila, last one to get the tequila gets the white worm. This you kind of need a couple beforehand, maybe during while you're crunching on this, and maybe afterwards as well. We will tolerate that, absolutely. We know that you're young, but hey, yeah, really, you got to worry about the guy that hands you a bowl of these white wiggly things going, go on, eat one. And that's usually me, folks.
About it.
Yeah, well, honestly, it's usually me that hands the bowl over, to be very honest with you. The secret behind the handing the bowl over is literally you've either done one or you're not about to. You see, be in charge of the bowl. That's the deal. But down the west coast of the South Island, from where I was brought up, we have a thing in a place called Hokitika, which is a wild foods festival. And, well, you know, we kind of deep fry stuff you really shouldn't deep fry. You never know, you might be wandering around with a cricket or a locust on a stick, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Interesting.
Fun.
Now, having said that, being in the South Island, why not? We'll take you down to Queenstown. Now, Queenstown is a really boutique-y little town trying to be a city, literally, but it's where all the A-listers from around the world go to hide from their friends and take their mates.
Okay.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Now, interesting place, literally. Shania Twain owns property down there.
Oh, wow.
Kevin Costner was there not so long ago, Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves, all of those guys all go down there and hide away from their wives and take their friends with them. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, so we'll take you down there. As I say, you never know who you might run into. You don't want to run into me because, believe me, Hailey, I'll throw you off a bridge.
I don't know.
No, I will, literally. We have a thing there called bungee jumping.
Oh, fun! I've actually always wanted to try bungee jumping.
Well, I tell you what, I know the guy who invented the bungee jumping in the first place, AJ Hackett. He's a good friend of mine down in Queenstown. And, well, you're not Australian, so we'll attach the bungee.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Good idea. Always a great idea not to be Australian. They're the other country just west of us, and literally we have a love-hate relationship. I think it's rugby league, but well, rugby anyway. But you know, it's a sports-orientated thing, much like Canadians and Americans with ice hockey. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, so all that banter and all that sort of stuff. And having said that, having you here in New Zealand, maybe 5 shows. Maybe about a half dozen over in Australia because we like their money, right? Yeah, we'll make it worthwhile for you. Having said that, are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Yes. I haven't seen it in a long time, but my mom's like a huge Lord of the Rings fan. She loves it.
Okay. Well, about an hour and a half away from where we are right now is the original set of Hobbiton.
Oh, cool.
Middle
Wow.
Earth. So we'll go and have a banter around, run around there, get kicked out. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, believe me, I get kicked out of there quite a bit, to be honest with you. But we'll take you to Rotorua as well, which is well, we call it a native Maori tourist city, literally. You can go and see the guys as the bubbly muds and all that sort of stuff. You can actually learn to cook food in thermal water there. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is. We'll take you there, give you a bit of our culture's education, and I'm very proud of our culture. I really am. And I've got to say kia ora to everybody in New Zealand that's following us right now. Nice to have you with us. Now, at the same time, Hailey, have you ever heard of a Zorb?
A Zorb?
A Zorb. Z-O-R-B. Z-O-R-B.
What? I don't think so.
Okay, again, you'll get the instructional videos, everything like this. It's a big, round, see-through ball.
Oh, is that the thing that, it's like a giant hamster ball?
Yeah, we'll roll you down a hill.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought you'd be into this, literally. Now, again, I don't advocate giving alcohol to underages, but or even close to age. Literally, but it's her choice. She's 18 years of age. She's allowed to drink in New Zealand.
Yes.
You know, so we'll have a few tiffles, you know, put you in one of these, throw you down a down a hill. But the good thing about it is we'll put some runners in front of you so that you can run over them. Now, the reason for having a few drinks is, well, the looks on their faces is priceless as you go over top, really.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. By the way, there may be a few extra juices when you get out, but don't worry, we got a hose. We'll take care of it. Yeah. Believe me, we'll take care of it. Even some squeaky bottles. You'll be right.
Just get it.
It's true. Having said that, now I've got to ask you, will you be bringing your mum with you or any family members, anything like that? Maybe. Now, I've got to ask this because the fans want to know, Hailey, have you got a boyfriend? Have you got a boyfriend? Are you engaged yet?
Oh, no, not really. I don't, no. I mean, I would love to bring down my family and go down to New Zealand and stuff. That'd be so cool. I'm sure they'd love to see it just as much as I would. And yeah, that'd be really cool. But.
Well, you know, they are welcome here in Aotearoa, down at the Antipodes. They really, really are. We would love to have you and your family come along, escort you around New Zealand. We're very proud of our country. We really are. We've got some places down there that are absolutely picturesque. They really are. And we'd love to be able to share that with you. Maybe like the Marlborough Sounds, for instance. It really is like time forgot it. You could almost still see the dinosaurs wandering down there. I know this because my mum was there the other day. It's true. It's so true. It really, really is. Raise to your fall. Now, Hailey, tell me about this because this one is stirring up our listeners like crazy. They want to know more about it.
Thank you. Yeah. So this song is my most recent one. And I co-wrote it with another Canadian artist down here named Dan Davidson. And a lot of people have kind of told me growing up that music is a pipe dream and just kind of like that's not a realistic career to pursue. But for me, when people kind of tell me I can't do something, it kind of just fuels me to want to do it more. And it just kind of applies to anything that you want to do, whether it be a new job or whatever. People are always going to try and bring you down. And so when they're trying to bring you down, you have to rise above. And so that's what it's about, yeah.
That's very, very cool, Hailey. It really is. Now, I got to ask you, Dan Davison, how well do you know Dan? Because he's a good friend of us here at Galaxy.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, no, really well. In fact, like, he doesn't live too far down. And he also produced the song, so he lives close to where I do, and he's been a great friend of ours for a little while, and yeah, I look up to him so much, and he's so kind.
Have you ever seen any of his videos?
Yes, I love his are so creative.
I love the teddy bear one, where he's in the bear suit. Or was it a moose? He was in one of these moose suits, or a bear suit, or something like that.
I think that was for Found.
Yes, way back in the day. That's when we first met up with him. And then, of course, he did one sort of like a Star Trek-y kind of thing as well, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah. He always comes up with the best ideas. His videos are so great.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that creativity, literally, in him. And well done for hooking up with him because, believe me, we're very, very proud of Dan. So it's only logical that he would hook up with somebody as talented as you and get all of that good work going. Now, tell me about Rise to Your Fall, because believe me, everybody wants to know. They really, really do. They've been asking me, can you ask Hailey all about it?
Yeah, so like I explained before, kind of what it's about, but the song actually came, so I had it written before I saw Dan, because there's a competition down here. It's a huge country music festival in Camrose, Alberta, called Big Valley Jamboree. And so it's if you win the competition, you get to perform a song on the stage in front of 20,000 people. And then another thing you get to do is record. And Dan was the person that you get to record with. So and then I kind of knew Dan before. So yeah, it ended up being awesome because I had won that year. And so then I came into the studio with Dan, and I was like, I played him a few songs, and then I was like, this one, because I had just written it, and kind of about my experience in school as well. I mean, I had a lot of kids around my age who were telling me, like, music is not a thing you should be pursuing, or people, and for me, it was more of a song that I wrote therapeutically almost. So I just kind of happened to bring it in, and he was like, I really like this, and so we were able to co-write it, and Dan just, like, he can do anything. Like, it was so cool to watch him produce it, and just to be able to work with him that entire time. And then, yeah, I was able to put it out, and this was my first song that I kind of really put out to radio and stuff this year, and my first lyric video I had for it as well. So that was really cool. A lot of exciting things came out of it. And yeah, it was awesome.
Well, it's creeping up the charts here with us, and I got to be honest with you, congratulations for having Dan Davison work with you. I think he sees a star like we do here at Galaxy. We really, really do. And, well, Dan, if you're watching or are going to be watching, please get back in touch with us. Been a while now since we've spoken. It'll be great to catch up with you. But right now, here live at Galaxy is Hailey Benedict and Rise to Your Fall. Yeah, you can. How you feeling there, Hailey?
I'm feeling great. This is awesome.
You might need a stiff drink after this.
No, I love being able to talk, and yeah, again, thank you so much for doing this, and yeah, it's so great that Cheryl got us connected, and this is so cool.
Awesome. Now, please keep in touch with Barbara. We would love to be able to play all your new stuff. Catch up again. Unfortunately, you might be a little sadistic if you want to come back for an interview. That is acceptable. But you got to put up with me. I'm sorry, you know.
Oh, awesome.
But we would love to have you back again. We would love to be able to follow you through your career and have you here in New Zealand playing in front of New Zealand audiences. I think you'd be an inspiration to some of our artists here in New Zealand as well. I do.
Thank you. I mean, that would be a dream come true. I wish I could play down there or do something, because, yeah, that'd be amazing. That's one of the places, like, on my bucket list I want to travel to and check out, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, as I say, keep in touch with Barbara. She's also the manager of Aurora Entertainments that deals with bands here in New Zealand, does bookings, all that sort of stuff, gets visas, all that. So keep in touch with her. I think the only issue really is getting sponsorship and stuff like that. But once we get past that hurdle, you know, it'll be a pleasure to have you here in New Zealand, and tell your family as well as yourself, bail money. You're going to be with Grant. Make sure you got bail money.
Alright, I'll let them know.
And besides, Barbara's an Olympic shopper, so she'll keep Mum happy for a while.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. Yeah, Mom will love that.
Awesome. Let's go back to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 13 away from lunchtime, 12 o'clock midday, 22.5 degrees. We'll call it 23 degrees. It doesn't really matter now because Barbara won. She's been winning a bit lately, actually. It's kind of weird. Normally I'm the one that wins and Barbara's sort of, but no, over the last week or two, I suppose I better keep this losing streak going because she's going to love it, absolutely. Having said that, we've been joined today by Hailey Benedict coming out of Alberta, Canada, and it's been an honour, an absolute pleasure to talk to such a young talent coming in the ranks. Literally, I think she's going to be one to watch in the near future. I really, really do, and believe me, I think the CMAs, definitely you're going to be taking out CMA awards in no time at all. And believe me, I know you're nominated, I know you get winnings from Big Valley Jamboree, homegrown stuff like that all the time. But I think you're going to climb that ladder and get the CMA award in no time at all. I really, really do. And
Thank you. That'd be amazing. I wish.
well, keep it in mind because believe me, we here in New Zealand, we're a little bit in the future to you, literally. And our motto to Canada and Canadian musicians like yourself is we play tomorrow's music today here in New Zealand.
Awesome.
And we think you're tomorrow's music. We really, really do. Now, we would love, love, love if you would come back again in the near future, release new music with us. Would you consider that?
Oh, of course. This has been so awesome, and I love being able to talk with everyone and be able to get to know you guys. And yeah, this was so great. So thank you. And I'd be there in a second. So thank you for thinking of me for this.
Very, very cool. Again, we've got to give a big prop out to Cheryl Schofield. Thank you so much for putting us in touch with Hailey Benedict. Now, Hailey, I'm going to sign off right now, but don't go anywhere just yet because we're going to do a couple of other things and put you on our website too, by the way, because with the amount of traffic that we have, people go and get nosy, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I feel very oogled to go and have a look through all your pages. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's all good.
So
Love
we're gonna put you on there, and well, you know, there's another 5,000 Instagram fans. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, what's the better? Giant families. Love it.
They go and have a look to see who Hailey Benedict is. They go and research him. Before you know it, you're going to have, you know, Twitter across the board, Facebook, Instagram. It's all going to happen for you. And well, when you put up your merch store, you're just going to get rich.
No.
They're just going to buy your products. Having said that, though, and believe me, it is an honour today. Actually, I'm dressed by Leafroy with Knockin', and believe me, Hailey, if you've got a spare shirt that you would like me to wear while I do interviews, stuff like that, and keep the promotions going, and believe me, it's subliminal. People do go and have a look at who I'm promoting, and of course, as I said, today is Leafroy. Again, I would be very, very honoured to wear a Hailey Benedict t-shirt and brand.
Pink one.
Perfect. Well, I do have hats. I could send you up hats if you like that. So.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I tell you what, maybe if you want to throw in a little something that we could do a competition with, we would be able to do giveaways, stuff like that. Believe me, and I've just done one for Mr. Marshall Potts where we were giving away koozies, t-shirts, CDs, and pics, and all that sort of stuff, stickers in one swag giveaway. We gave about a dozen of those away just last week. So if you feel like having Hailey Benedict rolling that a little bit more, talk to Barbara, put in a swag package, a care package. We would love to be able to keep you rolling here. Now,
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, for sure.
at the same time, I'm going to get cheeky, Hailey, and say, next time you're near a recordable 58, how would you like to say, hi, this is Hailey Benedict, and you can listen to me on Galaxy 107 FM, and we'll add it to our station and keep your name rolling here as well.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, do a couple of those, you know, be original, but, you know, be yourself as well, if you know what I mean. And we would love, love, love to be able to do that. Believe me, we have a lot of stars that we have rolling here, and we think you're of that caliber to be able to fit in and put together here at Galaxy. We want to be able to keep Hailey Benedict rolling. Is that good with you?
Guys, yeah, I would love that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. But in the meantime, Hailey, don't go anywhere just yet because we're going to do a couple of crazy things, do some funny photos, all that sort of stuff. And believe me, you'll have a giggle about it. Yeah, well, because I'm ugly enough as it is, it gets worse from here.
Oh.
But in the meantime, let's go to the other studio. Here is Stevie.